Guys, I hope you're doing well. Today I have a cook with me. I am going to be cooking chicken, roast potatoes and lentil soup. So really low fat and high protein. It's a good healthy meal. This is actually my first time cooking a whole chicken and it was really weird. It was even weirder eating it. I definitely prefer just having the breast pieces and eating those, or like the legs on their own, because this was like too chickeny, if that makes sense. Anyway, I hope that you enjoy this video. Let's get started. I'm also going to have some roast potatoes, and I love the Aunt Bessie's brand, and this is the lowest fat I've seen, especially when I cook them in the air fryer. I've seen other brands and it leaves so much oil, but I hardly get any with this, and it truly is as it says. They do come out really nice and crispy and fluffy. And I'm going to put them in my trusty air fryer. This is a healthier option as well. Once your potatoes are inside, just close it up and put the temperature on to 160 for 30 minutes. Alright, so this is the chicken I'm going to be cooking today. So before I wash it, I'm going to take off all of the fat using scissors. Sorry guys, I completely forgot that I was filming and I turned my washing machine on, so hopefully that's not too annoying. But this is the chicken. I've taken all of the fat off here using these scissors and I've given it a wash. I've taken off all of the slimy bits so we are ready to start marinating this. And guys, if you want to save even more time, you know that Nando's have these peri-peri marinades and they've got them in different flavours and different sort of levels of chilliness. So you can just do that. I'm actually going to mix a bit of this in, but I'm still going to create my own sauce. For my marinade, the main base is going to be made from yogurt. So I'm going to probably put in 3 or 4 tablespoons of yogurt first. And then I'm going to add in a tablespoon of this Balti spice paste. So this is how it looks at the moment. And now I'm going to put in some of the peri-peri marinade. I've just mixed it all up and this is the colour at the moment. Now I'm going to go in with all of my spices. And as usual, I'm going to start with salt and black pepper. I'm going to be using some coriander leaf and some parsley. And I also added in some of this chip seasoning. And that's because I'm not just creating this marinade for the chicken, I'm also going to be pouring this over some roast potatoes. Going to sprinkle some cumin in as well. And last but not least, some curry powder. Alright, my marinade is ready as well. I've just given it a little taste. Everything is good, so I'm happy to start pouring it on top of my chicken. And before you do that, you want to get a plate ready with some foil so that you can plonk the chicken from there to here with all of the marinade on. Okay, so I'm literally going to put some gloves on. I'm going to drizzle this all over the chicken, make sure the entire chicken is covered, and just give this chicken a massage. Get all of this in there so that it's nice and absorbed. The entire chicken is covered now, so we're going to wrap it up and send it into the air fryer. So that's in the air fryer now. I think I'm going to put it on 160 for half an hour, but I haven't cooked a chicken this big inside the air fryer before, so I'm going to have to check up on it after it's finished and then maybe put it back in, but I'll tell you guys if I do need to. So the first thing you're going to do is chop your onions and then just fry them. And these are the lentils that I'm using, red lentils. So this is how much I'm going to be using. So we're going to wash this, make sure it's all clean and the water that's coming through is going to turn clear. So I'm just going to put the lentils into the pot now. And I have just given this a mix, so the onions are now mixed in with the lentils. Now when my mum used to make lentil soup, she always used to use the bones to give it like a nice broth. But I don't have the time to use that and I don't have bones right now. So I am going to show you a way how I make my lentil soup, and it tastes exactly like there is bone in it. So when my family come over and they have my lentil soup, they automatically think that I have used bones just like my mum does. And it's a really easy, quick cheat that saves me a lot of time. And my cheat is stuck cubes. These gravy granules come in so handy and they always make the food just taste so good. So the first few things that go into my lentil soup is some of my paste. So I use this Balti spice paste, some ginger paste and some garlic paste. So for the garlic paste and the ginger paste, I do 1/4 teaspoon of each of those, and for my Balti paste I do 1 teaspoon. So in goes the Balti paste and 1/4 teaspoon of ginger and 1/4 teaspoon of the garlic paste. We're going to add in a few drops of lemon juice. Now you're going to take a tablespoon of yogurt and put that inside the lentils as well. So I've just given that a nice mix in. So of course we're going to start with some salt and black pepper. I am just sprinkling some black pepper. Next I'm going to use cumin. The next spice we're going to use is some hot madras curry powder. So as always, I just sprinkle it in. I know how much just from experience, but you can always taste yours once it's done and just add in more flavour. So now we're going to add in some of the granules. Once you've done that, you're on to the final stage. So you're going to fill this up with some water and make sure that all of the lentils is covered. So you want it to look something like this. I think it's about 1 inch or 2 of water above the lentils. Now I'm going to turn this on to cook. Take your lid and just cover that up. And we're just checking up on the lentil soup. This is the colour that you want, and really nice golden colour. And once you take the lid off, it's probably going to have thickened, so you're going to need to add a bit more water. So that's what I've done, and this is the consistency that I am going for. Right, I think that's ready. Whoa. Okay, let me just stop. Okay, put that back onto warm now. That's all ready. And now we are on to the final thing, which is our roast potatoes. I have prepared a dish just like before with some foil on. And when I use these, no one knows. They actually think that it's all homemade. So we're just going to spoon the marinade all over the potatoes and then just kind of massage it in later once you've finished. You just sort of separate them, make sure that it's completely covered. This is a bit difficult because I'm holding the phone and doing this with one hand. But yeah, just make sure the entire potatoes are covered with the marinade. So that's all done. I'm going to cover it up. So I have 2 air fryers and it's so handy because it just saves time. I don't have to sit and wait for just one to finish and then use it again. So at the moment the chicken is in there and I've got the potatoes in here. And again, we're going to set this for 30 minutes and 160 on the temperature. Right, that's both the air fryers on now. And you guys, you're going to let this cook, have a cup of tea because you deserve it. So I'm just opening the air fryer now and we will see if the potatoes are done. I think that looks good. So let's check in on the chicken. The chicken is done as well, so that's all good. This is just a super quick way of cooking your chicken and roasting it instead of placing it in the oven. The chicken comes out really nice and tender and it's cooked in its own juices like this. And here's the finished meal, guys. Really healthy and low fat. You've got lentils. This is really high in protein, high energy as well. Here's the chicken. You can see all of the natural sauce and the marinade as well. And these are the potatoes. That's it, guys. A nice healthy meal. It's actually really quick and easy to prepare. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and a comment. Make sure you subscribe if you like Cook With Me's, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care. Bye.